What is up, everybody? Oh, I hope everybody's having an amazing day. I'm not gonna lie, I just woke up from the meanest nap of my life. This guy is going abnormally slow. Sometimes those late night afternoon naps just hit different. Currently chasing the sunset. We're gonna go see if we can overlook everything. Do a little talking, do a little driving. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. A lot has happened actually recently. I'm sure the news, you've seen it on the news, that Charlie Kirk has unfortunately passed away. Love him or hate him, he was a man with a wife and 2 daughters, and the unfortunate part is they were all right in front of when it happened. I feel like we can fall into a trap of constantly seeing all the bad going on in the world and forget to see the good, because there's a lot of bad, but there's a lot of good. I've always stood by it. It's easier to hate than it is to love or be kind, and I'll always stand by that. It's a lot easier to hate than to love, and I feel like that's a big issue, especially with today's society. And you know, I feel like we need to spread more love. Shit happens. This road is crazy. To full send it. Woo! Around the corner we go. Hear them chirping. I can hear everything moving around in my car. Oh gosh. Oh goodness. There we go. Oh, that was fun. That was really, really fun. I remember being told, like, I used to be like, Mom, how do you got it all figured out? She's like, I don't, but it's all finesse. It's all about how you handle it and how you do it. And, you know, I think one thing I never got taught was multiple sources of income. You know, because I grew up, a little backstory of me, I grew up with a single mom. And she did her best to raise me and my brother. You know, she did her best, and I feel like that's a story for a lot of people. A lot of people have that same story, and you know, whether some people choose it to be their downfall or some people choose it to, you know, be their storyline. I think it's a common story. I think it's a common story everyone has. And it kind of sucks, but it is what it is. And growing up, you know, she's doing her best to raise boys, and whether we want to get into the conversation of, you know, there's a big lack of father figures in our lives. You know, I love my father to death, but there was not much he taught me, and that's okay. I love him for who he is, and he tried my best. He tried his best. Like, a lot of times I spent a lot of time looking at other friends, dads, or, you know, parent figures to figure out what to do next. That is a very common thing nowadays. That is very common. But that's okay, because that's how it makes you who you are and who you're becoming. If you let that dictate you, well, that kind of sucks for you, because that's on you. I think you should only see it as a growing. I think anybody with a single mom who raised them can say that all they want is the best for their mom, and they want to take care of her. So I definitely would say use that as your motivation. Use that as your guiding factor. And that's another thing. It's this is a great conversation, because do people with both a mother and father have more advantage over a child who just has one parent? I feel like that's a great question, because having a single parent can be a motivator, and it's like, okay, I want to take care of my mom. But there also is okay, we don't need to go this slow over a railroad track in Mexico. Decent railroad track in Mexico, though. Definitely tell you that. Do they have an advantage? Because I feel like I've seen it go both ways. You know, sometimes that comfort is what people find comfort in both of them, so it doesn't give them a driving factor, and some people just, you know, want to take care of both of them. If anyone ever buys an SI, just know it has very short gears, and once you're out of warranty, you should definitely tune it so that you don't have rev hang, because the rev hang is the worst in these cars. Like, literally the worst. You gotta be careful out here in Mexico. Tell me in the comments, what is your biggest driving factor? Not like physically driving, but what drives you? What gets you up in the morning? I feel like everyone has their own reasoning and their own want, and what gets them up, what pushes you every single day to do better, to be better. I feel like we live in a society where we think that we don't, you know, people don't have goals, people don't have aspirations. Especially because we live in a day and age where, you know, we have YouTubers, streamers, you know, course sellers, and we see all this and we see that as a dream. But your dream could be an automotive technician. Your dream could be a pilot. Your dream could be a nurse. Your dream could be anything. But what drives you to that? What gives you that drive? What gives you that motivation to get up every morning and say, okay, I'm gonna go do this? And I feel like with that, that's a story to tell on its own. And maybe next time, in the next video, we'll read that. We'll have a conversation about that. And as long as you give me permission to talk about it in the next video, I feel like we could have a really cool conversation about that. But everyone has their reasoning. I think my reasoning is definitely my girlfriend and my mom and my best friend. I live with my best friend. If you follow me on my socials, they are linked in the description. I do live with my best friend and my girlfriend. They, you know, they push me every day. I feel I deal with a lot of mental health issues. I think pretty much everybody does. And without them, I don't think I would be here. I really don't think I would. What wakes you up every morning to be the best you can be? And I think if you believe in a higher power, I am a, you know, God-fearing man. So, you know, some people, whether you're Muslim, Hindu, Buddhism, atheist, give glory to whoever, and remember that without them, it's not possible. And I've always said that. I believe without God, it's not possible. this rat guy really gonna hold me up on my canyon run? What the fuck? That's fucked up. I'm trying to chase the sunset. I need to find the sunset. Whee! Turn off. Try not to full send it up this hill, because cops here in Mexico have been like crazy. You guys hear that? A little. I cleaned out my intake, but I don't know if it actually fully fixed it. It gave it a little bit of noise back. It is a beautiful road. Wow. Most of the time, if I end up on this road in Mexico, I'm chasing a Q50. There is no torque in these cars. If you buy one of these, just know there's no torque. You have to full send it, or there's nothing. High RPMs, the VTEC that it has, you gotta go all the way. Go, 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 go. Oh, and you know what else? I noticed today, I checked, I'm at 701 subscribers. That is crazy. I just want to say thank you to everybody. And if you're new, welcome to the journey. I film driving, I film car content. I talk about life, I talk about things, different things. I will challenge you and make you think. And this is a place to talk, have fun, laugh. Do a little bit of that. And a little bit of that. There we go. Reduce speed. Speed has been reduced. You drink your water, sir. You drink it real good. We're gonna let this cool down. I probably shouldn't have engaged it, but I think we made it before the sunset. Imagine I just dropped right now. You know how funny that would be? Oh. So yeah, my question to you is, what gets you up in the morning? What gives you that reasoning to keep pushing forward? I think everybody has their own driving factor. But what's your story? I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. Thank you for listening to another one of my yap sessions. If you ever need anything, or you ever need to talk, my DMs are always open, and I will see it. I see your comments. I read them all. And if you ever need someone to talk to, or you need advice on cars, or you just want to talk, my DMs are always open. I hope you guys have an amazing day. And if you could, hit that subscribe button. Trying to, my goal is 1,000, to get to 1,000 subscribers. I might do a little something fun for that. I will catch you guys in the next one. Stay safe, have fun, ride, and all glory to God. I love you guys.